Have you heard this scary truth? You can lose almost 90% of your kidney function and still feel fine until it's too late. Your heart lets you know when something's wrong, your lungs too. But your kidneys? They stay quiet. They hide the damage until it's already serious. And here's the part most people never think about. Not every vegetable is safe for your kidneys. Some healthy ones can quietly push them closer to failure. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you 5 vegetables you should never touch if you care about your kidneys, and 5 vegetables that can actually help protect them. If you or someone you love is worried about kidney health, stay with me until the end. You might be shocked by what's on this list. 5 vegetables you should avoid. 1. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are often thought of as one of the healthiest foods. Fresh tomatoes are rich in vitamin C, antioxidants like lycopene, and they add flavor to almost every dish. For people with healthy kidneys, they are generally safe and even beneficial. But for those with kidney problems, especially chronic kidney disease, tomatoes can be a hidden risk. The main issue is potassium. Tomatoes, especially when processed into sauces, ketchup, paste, or juice, contain a high amount of potassium. When your kidneys are healthy, they filter out the extra potassium, keeping your blood levels safe. But if your kidneys are not working well, potassium can build up in your bloodstream. This condition is called hyperkalemia, and it is far more dangerous than many people realize. High potassium does not just make you feel weak or tired, it can affect the way your heart beats. In mild cases, it may cause irregular heartbeat. In severe cases, it can lead to cardiac arrest. The scary part is that you might not feel any clear warning signs until potassium levels are already dangerously high. This is why kidney patients need to be careful with tomatoes. A few thin slices of fresh tomato in a salad may be fine for some people, depending on their lab results and their doctor's advice. But processed tomato products are concentrated and can deliver far more potassium than your kidneys can handle. Even a single cup of tomato sauce can provide several times more potassium than a fresh tomato. The takeaway is simple: moderation and awareness. You do not need to completely banish tomatoes from your life, but you should control the form and the amount. Fresh tomatoes in small portions are safer than heavy servings of sauces, pastes, or juices. By keeping potassium under control, you give your kidneys less stress and lower your risk of heart complications. 2. Potatoes. Potatoes are one of the most common comfort foods, but for kidney patients, they can be risky. The main reason is their very high potassium content. A single medium-baked potato can contain over 1,000 milligrams of potassium. To put that into perspective, most people with kidney issues should only have around 2,000 milligrams per day. That means just one potato already makes up nearly half the daily allowance. Eating more than one or combining potatoes with other high-potassium foods can easily push you over the safe limit. When potassium levels get too high, the body faces a condition called hyperkalemia. For kidney patients, this is especially dangerous because the kidneys cannot remove potassium properly. High potassium can cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, or even become life-threatening. That's why controlling foods like potatoes is so important. There is a method called leaching that helps lower potassium. You peel the potato, slice it thin, soak it in water for several hours, and then cook it in a large amount of water. This can reduce potassium, but not completely. Even after leaching, the potato still contains potassium, so portion control and frequency matter. It's also important to know that sweet potatoes are not a safe alternative. They are also high in potassium, sometimes even more than regular potatoes, so the same caution applies. The bottom line is this: potatoes do not have to disappear completely from your diet, but they should never be a daily habit if you have kidney problems. Treat them as an occasional food, prepare them the right way, and keep the portions small. By being mindful, you can still enjoy them now and then without putting your kidneys at unnecessary risk. CTA. Let's make this moment sacred together. Leave a simple dot, a word, or a wish for your healing, and know that tonight I'll breathe and meditate with you in spirit. Our hearts, though distant, can still beat in rhythm when we choose to rise together. 3. Beets. Beets are often praised as a superfood because they are colorful, full of nutrients, and often linked to better energy and circulation. But for people with kidney problems, beets can quietly become a real threat. The reason comes down to two things: high potassium and high oxalates. Potassium is normally filtered by healthy kidneys, but when your kidneys are weak, too much potassium can build up in the blood. This can cause a condition called hyperkalemia. The effects of hyperkalemia are dangerous. It can make your heartbeat irregular, lead to muscle weakness, create feelings of fatigue, and in severe cases trigger sudden heart complications. This is why foods that are high in potassium, like beets, are risky for anyone living with reduced kidney function. Oxalates are another problem. These compounds naturally occur in beets, and when they bind with calcium in the body, they form tiny crystals. Over time, these crystals can develop into kidney stones. Kidney stones are painful, causing sharp pain in the back or side, blood in the urine, nausea, and sometimes blocking the kidney completely. For someone who already struggles with kidney health, eating foods high in oxalates adds another layer of stress and danger. It's also important to understand that beets are risky in all forms: raw, cooked, or juiced. Drinking beet juice may seem like a healthy habit, but it delivers potassium and oxalates in concentrated amounts, making it even harder for damaged kidneys to cope. Beets may be nutritious for the general population, but for kidney patients the risks outweigh the benefits. The smart choice is to avoid beets and instead focus on vegetables that are lighter, lower in potassium, and free of high oxalate levels. Protecting your kidneys isn't about eating every food labeled healthy, it's about choosing the foods that truly match your body's needs. 4. Rhubarb. Rhubarb may look like a harmless vegetable with its red and green stalks, but for kidney patients it can be a serious hidden danger. The main issue is that rhubarb is extremely high in oxalates. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many plants, but when your kidneys are weak, they cannot filter them out properly. Instead of leaving the body, oxalates can build up, join together, and form crystals. These crystals may turn into kidney stones, which are painful and put extra stress on kidneys that are already struggling. For people with kidney disease, even a small amount of oxalates can have a big impact, making rhubarb not just a poor choice, but a risky one. When oxalates from rhubarb enter your system, healthy kidneys can usually process and remove them, but in weak or damaged kidneys, oxalates may stay behind, irritate kidney tissue, and increase the risk of inflammation. This creates more problems because inflammation can slowly damage kidney cells and reduce their ability to filter blood. Over time, this can lead to faster loss of kidney function, which is the last thing a kidney patient needs. Another important point is that the high oxalate content in rhubarb does not go away when it is cooked. Whether you eat it raw, boiled, or baked in desserts, the oxalates remain. This makes rhubarb particularly dangerous, because unlike some foods where cooking lowers the risk, here the risk stays the same. That means any form of rhubarb, even in small servings, can place extra pressure on your kidneys. For kidney patients, the safest decision is to completely avoid rhubarb. It might not seem like a big deal, but removing one harmful food can give your kidneys relief and prevent unnecessary complications. Protecting your kidneys is not about cutting out all vegetables. It is about choosing wisely. There are many other kidney-friendly vegetables, such as cauliflower, red bell peppers, cabbage, garlic, cucumbers, and zucchini, that provide nutrition without overloading your kidneys. If you want to keep your kidneys working as long as possible, rhubarb should be off your plate. It may be safe for healthy people, but for kidney patients, it is like adding pressure to an already weak system. By avoiding rhubarb and choosing safer options, you are giving your kidneys a better chance to stay strong and support your health day by day. 5. Spinach and Swiss chard. Spinach and Swiss chard are often praised as superfoods, but for kidney patients they can be dangerous. These leafy greens are extremely high in potassium. Normally, healthy kidneys filter out extra potassium, keeping blood levels balanced. But when kidneys are weak, potassium builds up in the blood, a condition called hyperkalemia. This can cause muscle weakness, numbness, irregular heartbeat, and in severe cases, even cardiac arrest. What seems like a healthy choice may actually become a hidden threat for anyone with reduced kidney function. The second problem is their high oxalate content. Oxalates are natural compounds in plants, but in large amounts they bind with calcium to form crystals. These crystals can grow into kidney stones, which are painful and dangerous for kidneys already under stress. So when you eat spinach or Swiss chard, you are not only risking potassium overload but also oxalate buildup, two serious problems that can make kidney disease worse. While these greens are rich in vitamins and fiber, the risks outweigh the benefits for kidney patients. That's why it's so important not to follow general health advice blindly. Just because a food is called a superfood does not mean it is safe for every condition. For people with weak kidneys, these vegetables can silently add more strain and speed up damage. The good news is that there are safer alternatives. Vegetables like cucumbers, cabbage, or red bell peppers are lower in potassium and oxalates, yet still provide hydration, fiber, and essential nutrients. Choosing these options allows you to enjoy fresh, healthy meals without overloading your kidneys. The key lesson is simple. Protecting your kidneys is not about following food trends, but about choosing vegetables that truly support your health. Spinach and Swiss chard may be healthy for some people, but for kidney patients, avoiding them is often the smarter and safer choice. 5 vegetables you should eat. 1. Cauliflower. Let's start with one of the safest and most kidney-friendly vegetables you can put on your plate, cauliflower. At first glance, it may not look like much, just a white, simple vegetable sitting quietly in the grocery store. But don't let its plain look fool you. For people who are dealing with kidney problems, cauliflower can be a real lifesaver. Unlike many vegetables that are loaded with potassium or oxalates, cauliflower is naturally low in both. And that matters, because when your kidneys aren't working at full strength, too much potassium can build up in your blood and put your heart at risk, while oxalates can lead to painful kidney stones. Cauliflower keeps those dangers out of the picture while still giving you the vitamins and fiber your body needs. Another great thing about cauliflower is how versatile it is in the kitchen. If you love mashed potatoes but need to avoid the potassium, you can steam cauliflower, mash it up, add a little olive oil or garlic, and it feels just like mashed potatoes on your plate, but without the kidney stress. If you prefer something with a bit more bite, try roasting cauliflower in the oven with a pinch of herbs. The edges get golden and crispy, and the flavor turns nutty and rich. It's one of those vegetables that can be simple comfort food or a tasty side dish without making you feel deprived. But here's the part I love the most. Cauliflower has natural compounds that fight inflammation in your body. And if you're living with kidney disease, your body is already under constant stress. Inflammation is one of the hidden enemies that makes your kidneys work harder than they should. By adding cauliflower to your meals, you're not just avoiding the bad stuff, you're actively giving your kidneys a break. Imagine your kidneys finally being able to rest, instead of fighting against constant damage. That's what something as small as a serving of cauliflower can do for you. It's affordable, it's easy to find, and it can slide into almost any recipe you already enjoy. So the next time you're planning your meals, remember this. Cauliflower isn't just another vegetable, it's one of the quiet heroes that can stand between your kidneys and more damage down the road. 2. Red bell peppers. Red bell peppers are one of the best vegetables you can add to your plate if you want to protect your kidneys. A lot of people who are living with kidney problems are told to stay away from high-potassium foods, and that can feel scary because so many fruits and vegetables are loaded with potassium. That's where red bell peppers really shine. They are naturally very low in potassium, so you don't have to worry about them overwhelming your kidneys the way something like tomatoes, potatoes, or spinach might. But here's the beautiful part. Even though they are low in potassium, they are still packed with good stuff your body desperately needs. They're loaded with vitamin C, which strengthens your immune system and keeps your tissues healthy. They also contain powerful antioxidants, those little defenders that fight off damage from free radicals. Why does that matter for your kidneys? Because oxidative stress is one of the hidden enemies that quietly wears down kidney function over time. By eating foods rich in antioxidants, like red bell peppers, you're giving your kidneys and your heart a shield against that damage. And it's not just about kidney health. Your heart, your blood vessels, your overall energy all benefit when you lower oxidative stress in your body. Another reason I love red bell peppers is their versatility. You can eat them raw as a crunchy snack, slice them into salads for color and sweetness, roast them for a smoky flavor, or stir-fry them quickly to brighten up any meal. Unlike many other vegetables that require special preparation or soaking to make them safe for kidney patients, red bell peppers are ready to go with almost no work. They're affordable, easy to find in any grocery store, and they make your plate look beautiful too, which honestly helps when you're trying to stay consistent with a kidney-friendly diet. Think about it this way. Every time you choose red bell peppers, you're making a small but powerful choice to protect your kidneys from further harm. You're saying yes to something safe, colorful, and healing. And those small choices, repeated day after day, are exactly what add up to better lab results, more energy, and a longer, healthier life. 3. Garlic. Garlic is often called nature's medicine, and for kidney patients, it truly can feel like a lifesaver. Unlike many foods that are heavy with potassium or phosphorus and put more pressure on weak kidneys, garlic is gentle and safe. What makes it special is not just that it's low in those minerals that can stress your kidneys, but that it's full of powerful sulfur compounds. These natural compounds have been studied for their ability to calm inflammation, fight off harmful bacteria, and even bring blood pressure down to safer levels. That matters a lot because high blood pressure is one of the biggest enemies of kidney health. When your pressure is out of control, your kidneys take the hit, and over time the damage can become permanent. Adding garlic to your meals is like giving your kidneys a break while still enjoying flavor. It doesn't just help the kidneys. Either it also supports your heart and your immune system, creating a ripple effect of benefits throughout your body. Now, here's a simple trick that can make garlic even more powerful. After chopping or crushing it, let it sit on the counter for about 5 to 10 minutes before you cook with it. This pause allows a special compound called allicin to fully develop. Allicin is the real star. It's the part of garlic that does most of the healing work, from reducing inflammation to protecting your blood vessels. If you throw garlic straight into the pan right after chopping, you lose some of that magic. But if you give it just a little bit of time to breathe, you unlock its full potential. Think about it this way. A tiny habit, like waiting a few minutes after chopping garlic, could be giving your kidneys and your whole body a gift of extra protection. For people living with kidney concerns, every small choice adds up. Garlic is not a cure, but it's one of those small, everyday foods that can make your meals healthier and your journey a little easier. And maybe most important of all, garlic gives you hope that healthy food doesn't have to be boring or tasteless. With each clove, you're adding flavor to your plate and support for your kidneys at the same time. 4. Cabbage. Cabbage is one of those vegetables that people often overlook because it seems so ordinary. Yet when it comes to kidney health, this humble vegetable can be a true lifesaver. The first thing that makes cabbage so special for kidney patients is that it's naturally low in potassium. If your kidneys are struggling, they can't always remove potassium from your blood the way they should, and high potassium levels can quickly become dangerous. That's why choosing vegetables that are safe and low in potassium is such a big deal, and cabbage fits that requirement perfectly. But cabbage doesn't stop there. It's also loaded with something called sulforaphane. Now, I know that word sounds scientific, but what it really means is that cabbage has a natural compound that actually helps turn on your body's own defense systems. Think of it like flipping a switch inside your body that wakes up your cells and helps them protect themselves from stress and damage. For your kidneys, which are already working so hard, that extra layer of protection can make a real difference over time. The best part? Cabbage is cheap and available almost everywhere. You don't need to spend money on exotic vegetables or expensive supplements when something as simple as a head of cabbage can already give you so much support. And let's not forget how easy it is to add to your meals. You can chop it into a soup, stir-fry it with garlic, or even enjoy it raw in a salad. It doesn't just keep your diet safe, it also makes it more enjoyable. Many kidney patients tell me they get tired of feeling restricted, like they can't eat anything delicious anymore. But cabbage proves that healthy eating doesn't have to be boring or complicated. Every bowl of warm cabbage soup or quick cabbage stir-fry is not only gentle on your kidneys, but also filling, tasty, and comforting. When you start adding cabbage to your regular meals, you're not just eating another vegetable. You're giving your kidneys the gift of relief and showing them that you care. And that's what protecting your health is really about, making small but powerful choices each day that help you feel better and live longer. 5. Cucumber or zucchini. When it comes to kidney-friendly vegetables, cucumbers and zucchini are some of the safest and most refreshing choices you can make. They may look simple, almost too simple compared to all the colorful vegetables at the store, but don't let that fool you. For people with kidney concerns, sometimes the most gentle foods are the most powerful. Cucumbers and zucchini are both naturally low in potassium, which is a big deal when your kidneys aren't working at full strength. Too much potassium can quickly build up in your blood and create serious problems for your heart and muscles. But these two vegetables give you all the flavor and crunch without that hidden danger. They are also very high in water, and that's exactly what your kidneys need help with: hydration and flushing waste. Think of cucumbers and zucchini as nature's water-packed snacks, almost like eating and drinking at the same time. When your kidneys are under stress, giving them extra fluid through water-rich foods can make their job a little easier. That's why eating them raw in a salad, tossing them into a stir-fry, or even just slicing them up with a little pinch of salt can feel so refreshing and light while also being gentle on your kidneys. You don't need to make it complicated. Sometimes just a few slices of cucumber in your lunch or a simple zucchini soup at dinner is enough to make a positive difference. And unlike some vegetables that come with hidden risks for kidney patients, these two are worry-free most of the time. They're also versatile. You can enjoy them raw, grilled, or lightly sautéed, and they soak up flavors so well that you can pair them with almost anything. For people who miss the comfort of heavier vegetables like potatoes or tomatoes, but need to be careful, zucchini and cucumbers can be that safe alternative. They even support your body's natural detox system by helping your kidneys handle waste more smoothly without adding any extra stress. At the end of the day, it's not just about avoiding dangerous vegetables. It's also about finding safe, nourishing ones that you can actually enjoy. Cucumbers and zucchini prove that kidney-friendly eating doesn't have to be boring, restrictive, or tasteless. They're proof that sometimes the simplest foods are exactly what your body needs most. So let's wrap this up. When it comes to kidney health, the veggies you choose can truly shape your future. The 5 you should stay away from are tomatoes in processed form, potatoes, beets, rhubarb, and leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard. But the 5 that give your kidneys real support are cauliflower, red bell peppers, garlic, cabbage, and cucumbers or zucchini. These are light, healing, and easy to enjoy every day. Protecting your kidneys isn't about expensive detox drinks or miracle supplements. Your kidneys already know how to detox. What they need is for you to stop overloading them with the wrong foods. Even one small change on your plate each day can be the turning point, not just for your kidneys, but also your heart, blood pressure, and overall energy. And here's the exciting part. In the next video, we'll reveal the breakfast foods that can either heal your kidneys or slowly destroy them. Don't miss it. Subscribe now and take one simple step closer to stronger kidneys and a healthier life.